Back to the daily grind. The channel's getting false flagged by triggered trolls, so make sure you subscribe to the new channel. Let's get to the MMA news. Former UFC heavyweight fighter Roy Nelson's coming out, and he's saying he knows who Nate Diaz's next opponent is. He's stating it as if he's got some inside information. First, this is what he had to say. He posted a picture with Nate Diaz Mayweather after the Mayweather-McGregor fight, and he said, "Congratulations to Nate Diaz and Floyd." He said, "Congratulations to Floyd Mayweather first, and then congratulations to Nate Diaz on his next fight in the UFC." A fan proceeded to ask him, "Who is his next fight in the UFC?" And he said his next fight will be at the notorious MMA Conor McGregor. So, with that being said, that's going to be a good fight. It's a trilogy fight. They're 1-1, and that's definitely going to be the biggest MMA fight possible. It'll probably happen in December in the year. It's going to be a huge fight. I don't know how they're gonna get around the fact that Kevin Lee versus Tony Ferguson for the interim title is at UFC 216. So I don't know how they're gonna explain skipping the interim title holder if that happens, unless one of them gets injured in the fight. But if that doesn't happen, man, then they're gonna have some explaining to do as far as Nate Diaz skipping an interim champion to fight Conor McGregor after being inactive for a while. I mean, it does make sense. Money talks. It is the biggest fight. So somehow Roy Nelson is saying that will be the next fight, and he's sounding pretty confident. I mean, I don't know why he would take to Twitter to lie about it. You know, why would he lie about Nate Diaz getting the Conor McGregor fight? I mean, it does make sense. A lot of people want to see the Nate Diaz fight. Nate Diaz was, he was involved in the Mayweather fight. There's already a lot of fucking build-up for the Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor fight. Plus, they'll probably be able to use some Mayweather-McGregor film in there, some Nate Diaz-Mayweather. There's all type of stuff for the build-up. So, it is the biggest fight. I would love to see the trilogy fight, but I'm wondering how it's going to happen. So, with that being said, let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments, dude. What do you call a Mexican chick with no legs? Consuelo.